What's going on, everybody? Just decided to do a quick video. I was in the middle of getting ready to disassemble my Tula Krink here. I decided I'd just make a video kind of showing you guys a little bit of what I've done to it in the past couple of months. The last video you guys probably saw of this is gray. That was the gray moly resin that Rifle Dynamics originally put on it when they built it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got kind of to a point where I just wanted to change it and just do a black, make it look a little bit more traditional. I went out and bought just some rattle can paint. I think it was like engine paint or like a grill paint. It was pretty shiny. It looked pretty close to like what the Tula paint that they put on the Tula factory guns. So I decided I'd give it a try. What I didn't really think about at the time was that I guess my alcohol to spray painting quality really at the time was not the best, and got a little bit of heavy spots in certain areas. And I mean, honestly, it turned out pretty decent. I got a little overzealous and decided to start playing with it before it was really cured and good to go. So it just started kind of chipping, and it didn't really look that good. And I more or less wanted to have something good on this rifle paint wise, just to kind of protect the parts and everything. So went ahead, took it up to my buddy's shop. He had a sandblaster and the ability to do Cerakote. So I went ahead, disassembled it, put it in the spray booth, and sandblasted it, got it down to the bare metal, and went ahead and Cerakoted it. And this is like a flat black. I can't remember the exact color. I don't know if it was like a gum black or whatever the Cerakote is. It's just flat. We didn't put hardly any of the like hardening mix that makes it super shiny or super flat. So that's why it's kind of like a dull. It almost looks like a park finish. But anyway, turned out great. I love it. But anyway, yeah. So paint, that was the first upgrade I did. Not really upgrade, but that was the first change I made to it since y'all seen it last. It already had the ALG trigger in. So it did have these really nice wood, traditional handguards, which I do love. I love these. I love the wood, no homo. But I kind of decided that I wanted to have a little bit more. I needed to have a light on it, which is what I got on this side. This is the Enforce light. I mean, it's not the best, but I got it for pretty decent price. It's got 3 different modes. It's got a strobe, high, and then low. So it's not bad. I mean, it definitely fits good. Feels good in my hand when I have it, because I run the BCM short stubby backwards. So I mean, when I'm really getting in on it, I can turn it on and whatnot really easily. So I like it. For now, that's how it's gonna run, or that's how I'm gonna run it. But next thing I put on Midwest Industries rail. I don't know if I said that yet, but it's I've had this for years. Ran it for about a year with this setup, minus the optic, and I liked it. I'm a traditionalist, as I said, so I just decided to run it, get really good at running my irons, which I believe that everybody should do. I feel like these days everybody just goes out and buys an optic immediately, and they don't actually truly know how to use these irons, which for AKs is a big thing to know, since there's not really, I mean, there is now, but back in the day when I first got into AKs, there's nothing on the market really per se when it came to throwing optics on them. So now you got RS Regulate, and Ultimac has always been around ever since I got into them, which at that time was really the only way to mount an optic, minus the old Russian side mounting optics, which I can't even do on this. But anyway, decided to run it with this. Didn't like it. or not that I didn't like it, I just decided to run the wood handguards. Shot my irons for years, got really good at them. This gun is definitely pretty tricky when it comes to shooting irons, just because the sight radius, it's not the best. Typically, actually, I run it with the 4-5 if I'm really close, just because it's got a little bit bigger aperture. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but aperture is a little bit bigger than just a traditional, like, you know, CQB, which this does work, but I know eventually I will get some fill paint for that, just that way it's easier to pick up and make it better. Yeah, so now I have, this is not an aim point, it's very close to it and looks not in how it performs really, but I mean, for $110 I think it was shipped to my door, I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that. I mean, even if I do burn it up, you know, it's better than wasting money on, you know, something else and, you know, it breaking eventually. So I mean, for now, this is working. I do eventually want to get like a T2 for it, but I'll probably end up getting the Zenit rail mount right here, so I don't have to really do any type of permanent modifications to the gun. I can just literally stick it in here, and I think it clamps down either on this through the side right here, or honestly I don't know how it does, but I don't think I have to make any permanent modifications, so I'm gonna go that route. And then I'll probably end up throwing a Zenit lower handguard on it. I like the look of it, just for the fact that I have the ability, if I wanted, I can throw this portion of the upper handguard on. So it'll look a little bit something like that, minus the optic. But honestly, right now, functionality is more important than looks. So I'm gonna run this just because I do use it quite a bit. Every time I go to the range, I'm always taking it out and training with it. So I just decided to have it a little bit more functional than just running irons, which there's nothing wrong with just irons, but you know, I'm trying to get better and use a little bit more technology just to make me a better shooter. Anyway, right now I have a Blue Force Gear sling on. I was kind of dumb and decided I wanted to make this more of a Krink sling, which I ended up cutting a little bit off. So right now it's perfect for this gun, but I mean, I can't really use it for anything other than this, just because it's so short. So I ended up picking up a parachuter gear sling, so that should be here in the next few days or week or so. So as soon as I get that, I'm gonna throw that on this rifle. I do like the fact that it's really thin and more minimalist. I mean, this is kind of, you can see it's kind of bulky up here, and it's not bad, but I mean, I don't really need this slider. If I can just, you know, get it to where it's fixed and, you know, good length, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So anyway, that's the upgrades I've made to it so far. Nothing really too crazy, but I mean, it definitely does the trick. If you guys have any video or you know, questions or whatever, just leave them down in the comments. I want to thank everybody who's decided to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get better with everything and have better quality videos and content for you guys. I'm going to get to the range eventually. I was planning on going today, but I couldn't go today just because it was damn near, I didn't want to be Dorothy and fly away and all the tornadoes and stuff that are going on in Texas right now. So yeah, so hopefully next weekend I can get out, get some video that I owe you guys, and you know, take it from there. See what happens. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to respond back to you guys as soon as possible. And anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks.